I'm not a very popular boy with Fuzzbot at the moment because I've stolen away the Espada. I'm in trouble, right? When it comes to classic cars, there is a process which often gets overlooked. And what I'm talking about is the wheel alignment. Getting your caster and your camber and your towing and all that sort of stuff, right?
Right, yeah.
I use the words like most people do, but I don't really know what they mean. What is towing?
Towing is basically your wheel position of the car. So any front wheel drive car, they're going to be towing in slightly. So instead of them being set dead ahead like that, which is parallel, you want them towing in slightly.
So modern cars have them towed in, do they?
Yeah. When you put your foot down in the car, the suspension components, the bushes, they're going to make the wheels kick out slightly, so you're compensating for that.
All right, so that's your towing, right? So we're doing tow. What's the next one? What is the camber?
Your camber, that's the angle of the wheel from the top. So instead of them being vertical straight, you'd have them cambered in slightly, so they're sitting like that. Performance cars, you want them to be cambered in because it's for high speed cornering, really. So if you was cornering with a vertical wheel, it's going to kink out the other way, but when they're cambered in, so if you was going fast around a bend, it's going to keep the wheel planted straight, sort of thing.
I never knew that. Right, so what you're saying is if they're like this, and you go around a corner quickly, it'll actually apply more rubber to the road.
That's right, yeah. Caster's a bit different. That's sort of the angle of the suspension leg itself, which what your caster does is your centre point steering, so as you're cornering, if you to let go of the wheel, it springs back to the middle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's done by your caster angle.
Right, so this is it, Espada, ESPD8, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Will it definitely have it?
Definitely have it, so that's Lamborghini Espada. We've got all the specs for it there.
So what do we start with?
On yours, we're going to start with the towing, make sure the wheels are straight first, and then check over all the other angles and make sure they're okay.
Can I help you with it?
Yeah, sure.
I'll observe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Great, let's do it.
I'll get it all set up.
So what's basically happening here is that light is bouncing off these little reflectors here, sending the information in real time back to the computer, which is telling you the precise position of this wheel, the caster, the camber, the toe in, the toe out. I think that's what I've learned. Right, okay. So we've got the Lamborghini on the ramp, all the sensors are on it, the information is coming to these readings, blah, blah, blah. Yep. That's the results of the car as it is, right?
That's it, yeah.
What are we looking at? I mean, I can see that it's red.
Yeah, it's absolutely miles out on the front. So that's with that cross there, that means it's off the scale. So yeah, it needs a lot of tow adjustments. It's going to be off the road in seconds with it.
So if we weren't doing this now, that beautiful piece of Italian engineering would be in a bush or wrapped around a tree.
Yep, 100%, yeah.
Right, well let that be a warning to if you've got a classic car. It's worthwhile getting this done, isn't it? Because it looks okay to the eye, but then when you actually measure it,
if it's not handling right, it's it'd soon be off the road.
You're in trouble.
Even with the new stuff, like cars just out the showroom, they're not set up how they're supposed to be.
Really?
Honest, yeah. I'm just going to undo the pinch bolts and then adjust the bar, which will adjust the tow on it.
Do you know, the one thing that I've been surprised about with this is, so I think people know when the toe in or out is wrong because your car doesn't drive in a straight line, right?
Right.
But when you've got your camber out and you're leaning in or out, that has a massive effect over how much rubber is touching the road, therefore your grip. Yeah. Can you tell? Would your average driver be able to tell my camber's out there?
Yeah, say if you was driving down the roads and you was turning to the left and it feels lighter, and then you start turning to the right and it feels heavier on the steering, that's one way to know if your camber's out. So yeah, that's all back how it should be.
Yeah.
Shirt, all green printout.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow car sausages, a clean bill of health for the Lambo. Thank you, mate.
No worries.
Cheers, Doctor. Sweet.